Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Mondays with Michelle video. This is the second video in the Working with Spreadsheets series. I'll talk about how to sort and filter your data. I'll also demonstrate how to download search results from the free bmd.org.uk website and copy-paste them into a spreadsheet. Let's get started. So we have some data here. Let's say we want to sort by event. I'm going to click in the top right to make sure all the information on the spreadsheet is selected. And then I'm going to go to the Data tab. So anything you're doing with sorting and filtering is all under the Data tab. And I'm going to click Sort. And it pops up this little information box. And this is telling me what I can sort by. So in this case, I want to sort by, I can leave last name on, but then I want to sort by event. So you just click that drop down and choose what you want to sort by. And you notice now everything is sorted by event. If I want to change the sort to something else, again, click in the corner, select sort, and let's say I wanted to sort by last name, then by event, then maybe I want to sort by year. So I can add another level. Whoops. Event there, then by year. And maybe I want the most recent first. And click. So now it's got it grouped by event, but within that event, it's sorting it most recent to oldest. So there are a lot of different ways you can sort the information, and that can be helpful if you want to print out reports. You can first sort it however you want. We're going to look now at filtering. So filtering is really helpful. Again, you have to select the whole worksheet, click the filter button. That's all you do. Then just click somewhere else in the spreadsheet to turn off that select the whole worksheet. You notice we now have little drop downs on each column. If we click on one of them, it is showing all of the different pieces of information that you typed in. So you can filter your display based on one of those criteria. Let's say I just want to look at the marriage entries. I'm going to uncheck select all because that automatically takes all the check marks off. And I'm going to just say, show me marriages and click OK. What it's done is hidden all of the rows except those that had the event marriage. And you can tell when you look at the row numbers. So here's row 1. The next thing is row 6. So it has hidden rows 2 to 5. And it's showing row 7, but it's not showing row 8 and 9. So this is a great way to have one large spreadsheet, but focus in on specific areas. And you can filter for more than one thing. I could say, give me the marriages for Isabel Jansen. And it's only going to show me that particular row. So if you have a large spreadsheet, the one thing you have to watch is you may not realize when you open up the spreadsheet after you've been working on it, you may forget that you had set some filters if you're not paying attention to the row numbers. And if it's a large spreadsheet, realistically, you probably wouldn't even notice that some rows are hidden. So the easiest way to remove all of the filters is to turn that filtering off. Just click that filter so it's no longer grayed, and you've got everything showing again. So one of the ways you can use the filtering, especially when we're doing our genealogy research, I like using filtering to be able to focus in on particular families. So you've heard me talk before about my one name study. Well, I'm going to show you what I do with the free BMD website. And let's say I want to look at the births for all the Rentons if I'm doing some work for my one name study. So I'm going to set the date range from September 1837, when civil registration started, to December 1900. And I'm going to say all districts and all counties. And I'm going to click Find. And it comes back with this results list. If I go up top here, I have an option to download those results. So if I click the download button, it's actually downloaded it to my computer as a text file called search.txt. And if I open up that text file, you can see we've got the heading information here, and we've got all of the details. So I'm going to copy and paste this information into a spreadsheet, but I'm going to do it in 2 steps because you notice there's this extra sentence kind of in the middle. So I think it'll be easier just to copy and paste it in 2 steps. So let's grab the headings. So I'm going to select that text. I'm going to copy it either by doing Control-C, or I could right-click and select copy. So right now I've got that text copied to my clipboard. I'm going to open up a brand new spreadsheet. I'm going to click where I want those headings to start. So that very first cell of row 1, and I'm going to paste. And there's the headings, all in individual columns. And let's widen things out a bit. And it looks like this column needs to be a bit wider. So now I'm going to go back to that text file. So I'm back in the text file. I'm going to select some of this data, and I am just dragging through it. So I'll select this many rows. Click copy again, Control-C, go back into this brand new spreadsheet, and I want my data to start being pasted in row 2. So I click in the very first cell in row 2 and I paste. And you notice it very nicely brought all the data in, separated by columns from that text file. So there is this column that's labeled mother, but there's no data here. The Government Record Office website, however, the GRO, does have that information in their index. So what I typically do is I will then log on to the GRO website and I will go through year by year and ask for, give me the list of rent-ins for 1837. And I do the females first, then the males, and I would match up the entries on the screen with what I've got in this spreadsheet and manually key in the mother's maiden names so that I have that information on my spreadsheet. And I'll show you what my final spreadsheet looks like. So here's my spreadsheet, and you notice I've typed in the mother's maiden name. So I looked up all of these entries on the Government Record Office, the GRO website, to find out what the mother's name was, and I've typed that information in. So what I can now do with the mother's maiden name, when I'm researching family groups for my one name study, I will apply filtering. So I will click in the corner to select the worksheet, click filter, and I can now go down and say, I want all the children born to maybe Andrews. There's two of them, born in 1855 and 1856. So this helps me group all of these names by potential families so that I can research them as a group and enter them into my software. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Don't forget to download the handout. You'll find the link in the video description at the bottom of your screen. You may need to click Show More to see the handout link. Thanks for watching.